we close enough? Keeper of the time?
4:57.
Mike says he wants to go home and eat dinner with his family, so.
Oh, well then,
Alright, why don't I open the meeting? Mike, if you wanna come forward, have a seat, and let's talk.
phones off,
Yeah, so I
everybody?
have the letter here.
Yeah, so.
That was a really well-written letter, wow.
Thank you.
Did you craft that?
No, Caitlin Feeney wrote that.
Okay, it was good.
Good job with it.
Yep,
So, Caitlin, as you well know, is one of our board members, been working with Debbie Thompson, our business administrator, to apply for this congressional grant funding to cover, our major HVAC projects, not only here in Canterbury, but also in Belmont.
Yeah.
I'm going to the Belmont Board of Selectmen on Wednesday of this week for their meeting, asking the same, of you this evening of signing the letter of support. Basically, we're gonna be applying for up to $1 million in congressional grant monies.
Wow.
There's a 25% match on that. It's not until, that wouldn't impact next year's budget, but it would be for the following budget cycle where we potentially put a warrant article forward to the voters to see if they would approve that match.
Yeah.
So, you know, in the town of Canterbury, that's a 25% match. In the town of Belmont, it's a 55% match. So, this would cover, basically the remaining HVAC project, for Canterbury Elementary School. We are investing over $900,000 this year to start tackling that project. The board approved utilizing unreserved fund balance out of last year's budget, reserve that to cover that $900,000 for this year. So Canterbury Elementary School is basically gonna be somewhat off limits this summer because it's gonna be a major construction project.
we've already moved the whatnot sale, that's huge.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
we're only gonna have access, very little access to the cafeteria, the multipurpose room, and the library. We will be able to have some summer programming in there this summer, particularly just in the library, and the main office will be open. But there's gonna be a significant demolition, project
Wow.
going on where we're putting in a rooftop unit and ductwork that's gonna run to basically the primary wing, the nurse's office, school counseling office, and the kindergarten and first grade classrooms as well as the fourth and fifth grade classrooms downstairs. So it's a major project, be removing all of the wall units that are there they're just not efficient.
Yeah.
And so this remaining money would take, this grant money would take care of the rest of the units that we need to put in to upgrade the HVAC there.
Yeah.
So just asking the board for your support and sign that letter. There is a quick turnaround for this, so if I can get those, if you do approve that this evening, if I can get a signature, and I would greatly appreciate it.
Yep.
And our
Do we
school
need a
board would
motion?
appreciate it as well.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, so, I'll make a motion that we, support the school by signing this letter. I thought the letter's excellent and the documentation that it was included with it, just
Yeah,
really spelled
thank
everything out, so thank you, it made it easy for me, certainly.
Yeah,
Looking
would-
for a second?
I would second that,
All those in favor?
aye.
Aye, alright, it's unanimous.
Is this the same paperwork that Greg emailed to us 2 weeks ago?
No,
No.
So those are separate grants of the
Correct.
same ilk?
correct,
His grants were kind of things that we'd already done.
yeah.
Not
this-
necessarily, they were in the same vein though as what
They
these
were-
are
right,
applying for,
right.
so can we double dip those grants potentially, or is it?
I don't believe so,
No.
I'll have to look into it, but I don't believe so. Those were geared strictly towards municipalities, I don't know if it would include, like, if we could say, well, it's for the school district is applying under the school district and the
I
town
don't mean
is.
for schools, I
Oh.
mean, can the town still apply for those same
They-
style grants?
We can, but I talked to him, I emailed him about items that might be eligible for that. And at this time, we don't have any items.
Even with the police cruiser that they wanna get? The one that
Well, they
went
took
this
that
year?
one off they're not gonna get a cruiser in
Yeah,
'26.
we took that
I'm
off.
assuming this goes right back to.
Yes, it does.
We will hand deliver our support. You're welcome.
So the first grant that Greg mentioned is a USDA Rural Development Community Facilities Grant. Second one is the COPS one. Yeah.
I just didn't know if it precluded the town from applying for those, since
No,
they're
it
the
does
same,
not
the
preclude.
same vein as the school
Right,
district.
it does not preclude
Okay.
us from applying for another grant.
Yeah, I would think they believe that there'd be two separate projects, so
Yeah.
they take those as separate applications.
I just didn't know if it would detract from the school district getting it if the town applied for one, since they're both federal grants.
Yeah, that I'm not sure,
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't
that
believe
I'm not
so.
sure.
yeah, typically.
Probably
You
who's
never
there
know
first.
anymore.
Well, you're right.
Yeah,
You're
well,
absolutely right.
there are restrictions on a lot of these,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Doesn't hurt to apply, that's for
Right,
sure, and
exactly.
let them process, whether they're gonna approve it or not, but
Right,
we appreciate your support, I
glad to
really
know.
do, yes. Keep you
When,
posted,
Yeah,
is the
please.
Board of Selectmen's meeting on Wednesday, by the way?
it's 10 a.m. Wednesday morning.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, they do
In the
daytime.
mill,
Where?
they do too,
Where in the
Yeah.
town?
the downtown mill area,
Okay,
you familiar with where the gazebo is there?
Yeah.
It's the mill right behind it,
okay.
They're usually upstairs.
they're on
Yeah.
the fourth floor.
Yeah,
They do a morning meeting, their first meeting of the month, and then they do an evening meeting,
Yep.
their second meeting of the month.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
yeah. Actually, it's a great setup there. Every time I go there for a meeting, I'm jealous of it. It really is nice.
This is a great meeting
Yeah.
spot. too.
Yeah, it is. But they've got tech that we don't.
Oh, well. We have Cal, and they don't, so.
That's true. Good
We
day.
have a microphone with googly
Yeah,
eyes
that's
on it.
right.
Yeah, they have a googly eyes, so come on.
I do like that.
Right. All right, we should keep
Appreciate
moving.
everyone's
Yeah.
support.
Alright,
Thank you.
Nice
Good to
meeting
see you, Mike. Thank you. Ken, where do you wanna go next?
Well, Jessica's here,
That's
why
what
don't
I
we,
saw her walk in. Welcome. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Why don't you come up and have a seat, Jessica, and we can talk.
Sorry, I'm a little late.
No, it's all good.
You just started.
Yeah.
Good.
And Mike was our first guest anyway, so.
Have a nice evening.
You too,
Alrighty,
take
thank
care.
you.
So you wanna talk about second session or first session or?
Well, I'll be very honest, and
Yeah.
I'm not real sure. I just wanted to kind of get an idea. I'm still learning all the ropes.
Yeah.
So if you just want to introduce me to kind of what to expect warrant article wise and those kinds of things. I think the first session, because it's on paper, I feel pretty good about running
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Anything that you have for a heads up wise? I don't know what this has looked like in the
yeah,
past,
so typically, Cal, have you had a chance to send Jessica who's doing which warrant article from the select board?
No, I haven't.
But I've got it written, I've got my little list right
Yeah.
here if we.
So what you'll get is a list of the warrant articles and who on the select board is going to introduce them.
Okay,
That's kind of all you've gotta say, because
Okay.
it's our responsibility to read the warrant article from beginning to end, say a few words about it, and then if appropriate, usually a department head will speak, if it's a fire engine, maybe, from the 2023
Right.
town meeting, or a new police cruiser or something along those lines where, we have some knowledge, but obviously the chiefs or the department heads have the most knowledge,
Right.
so that's really it.
Okay.
Is you're just, it's saying, okay, warrant article number 2, Scott's gonna introduce, and I'll, take my cue from there and read it, and then kind of take from there. What else can,
the only other thing is, that, some, like our department heads, don't live in town.
oh, that's right,
So
Very good
you
point.
will have to allow the department, somebody from out of town to speak, and that requires permission of the body.
okay,
So basically, at the beginning of the meeting, it would be, we're looking for approval to have the fire chief, the road agent, and the police chief,
Yeah.
and myself as the town administrator or non-residents speak, if called upon.
okay, and I just grant that permission at the beginning of the meeting?
That you can grant that at the beginning of the meeting,
Yeah,
it covers the whole meeting.
yeah, technically the body has to say it's okay though.
The body
So,
has to vote on
Yeah,
it.
so
Okay.
you'll bring it up and
I bring
say
it up
yeah,
and then you go, okay, got it.
exactly, and then everybody, I think they vote with their cards usually, don't they, or, I don't
Yeah,
remember.
usually.
Yeah,
And what I had planned to
is
do,
it- was
because
it
we
no
have,
opposition? Unless I see opposition,
What
Yeah.
I can send you also is a link to the video that Edgar did
I
last
was
year.
just gonna say, I plan to pull that up
Then
and
you
watch
can-
it,
Cause just do it the
just as
same
a
way.
refresh of what it
Right.
looks like.
Yeah, and
Right.
and he had like some set phrasing that he did for certain things, so like
Correct.
and I think in the minutes for the last meeting, in the town report, that can also be helpful, cause it says like Jim Miller did comments about this and he
Yeah.
like did
Typically, we
You
do a
know.
pledge of allegiance.
right, oh, and it.
Are
Remind
those
every-
minutes
Isn't there
available
somebody who
online,
does it?
like on the town website?
Yeah, the minutes
Okay.
are on the town website and they're in the town report, and I'll email you that link to Edgar's video,
Oh, perfect.
and don't you pick somebody for pledge of allegiance?
Yes.
Sometimes they have either fire, police,
Yep.
Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts, 4-H, if there's somebody, and try and set up ahead of time, get
Yeah.
somebody to say that they're gonna lead it.
But is
Whether
that, if that's Jessica's responsibility to find that person, or do they usually come
Typically,
forward?
typically it's the moderator
Okay.
that,
Yeah,
that
Jim did in the past.
Okay.
makes that arrangement. I don't know if, like I say, look at I think it was always, they tried to do the young people first.
Yep. Last year was
Whether it
Evans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whether it's somebody from 4-H or whether school programs or
We've got Cub Scouts now.
Cub
Right.
Scouts or something like that.
Okay.
That would lead us.
I'll reach
And
out to Jim and see how he,
Yeah, that's,
he did that.
that's a great idea.
I can also give you the emails for the Cub Scout pack, because
That would be
they submit to the newsletter, so I have their emails.
Perfect, thank you.
I bet they seem pretty active, I bet they'd love it.
Yeah. What else can you think of? At the beginning, I think that,
Remind people that there's snacks and tables at the back.
Yes.
right, that's, yeah,
And then obviously at the beginning, you're gonna talk about how the rules of order, your rules of order.
yeah,
And that's up to you. You don't have to follow Robert's Rules of Order, you can make the determination of the rules of order yourself.
Okay.
Put on your mom voice and just,
Right.
yeah. We have faith in you.
Yeah, no, I'm excited, I think it'll be good, I think watching last year's and kind of getting a refresh of what it looks like, cause trying to remember a year ago is
agreed, yeah.
not easy, but.
Yeah.
And I'm usually like squeaking in like 10 to 15 minutes late, cause I'm usually coming straight from work, so I usually miss the opening part anyway, so.
You can't do that this year.
Oh, I know. I'm all covered for that, this will be.
So we'll be
Just a
people
gentle,
waiting, yeah.
just a gentle
We
reminder.
could just started without me get going, I'll be there.
Yeah, just gonna be here a while.
That's it,
Eating the sandwich.
Yeah,
right, and then
coming in on 2 wheels.
I assume this year, we've gone back and forth, but the last couple of years, there's been a microphone placed in the kind of the center aisle.
Yep.
And if a member of the body wants to, address a question or comment, they have to walk up to the microphone, give their name, what else, address?
I think we did name and
Usually-
road, wasn't it?
Usually the
Yeah.
name and where on the
Yeah.
road.
Where-
You don't have to
yeah.
give the street address, but
Right.
I live on.
Yeah,
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 yeah, that seems to have worked pretty well in the past,
agreed,
having that.
yeah, it was tough at times, and actually last year we used the school's sound system, I
So
think,
we have
for
a,
us.
we have the sound system for
Yeah.
the podium,
Yeah,
for the stage,
which was great,
and we have
Yeah.
don't
two
hear you,
cordless mics and 2 corded mics.
Yeah.
And then we have school sound system, which is the one we use for the
Yeah.
audience.
okay, yeah, it all worked.
Because we did have an instance, didn't we, where somebody had to take the cordless mic and go to someone who couldn't get up to
Correct,
the
couldn't-
mic.
You're right,
So-
you're absolutely right, so it's good to have all of those available.
And my understanding, please correct me if I'm wrong, is that that's all set up ahead of time and then I just come in and check it and make sure everything's good and do
That
my
is
checks and
correct.
stuff, okay?
Yep. Yep. Yeah, that would really be punishing you if we made you.
You have to move all the
Take it
chairs,
2
Jessica.
days.
You and Liam and Madeline.
I would bring my husband and be like, you set up all the techie stuff and I'll
Right.
do the chairs.
That's it.
Call my good friend Cal and be like, help.
Right. Tech stuff, help.
Yeah, that's not mine.
I'm trying to think of anything else.
We'll think of it as soon as it happens and go,
I
oh,
know,
Oh, yeah,
well,
that's
and
okay.
we'll
And
be,
I pretty much expect this one to be a learning experience, as long as
Yeah.
I cross off all the legal compliance stuff,
yeah,
the rest of it will
yeah,
take it as it
and
comes.
honestly, don't be afraid to mention that to the body when you address them in the beginning.
Oh, I'm not, that's
Yeah,
pretty much gonna be my opening line is, I'm new,
right.
so
Be-
if you
be
see something,
gentle.
please tell
Yeah.
me,
Yeah,
and I'm learning.
we all learn together, and we'll all be up there with you. So Ken certainly, I think of all of us, has been through the most town meetings here.
I think we have, there were a couple things we're gonna recognize, Ted Leclerc,
Yep,
who just
Yeah,
passed away.
Sam reached out about that.
Yeah, so I think that was.
Yep.
Was that,
and do we read the dedication?
typically you talk about the dedication of the town meeting, of the town report,
Yeah.
which are the Stearns. They're in Florida, so they're not,
oh, that's too bad.
if it's somebody that's there, you usually ask them to stand up and the crowd applauds, but they're not in Florida, so.
Well, but it might not be a bad idea also to mention the special dedication to the store, cause I think
Correct, yeah.
that's on
yeah,
a lot,
yeah. Any of
move
the-
that up front and have the LLC members stand up. I think that would be
Yeah.
appropriate this
Yeah.
year anyway,
Right.
it's just such a hot
Hey,
topic
good,
in
you're gonna
town.
be there, I'm assuming, good, thank you. So there'll be a recording at least from the Stearns to view later.
You can't zoom into town meeting, can you? Or can you? We've never done that.
No.
Is it allowed?
It is, we just don't have the technology.
No,
Well,
okay, I just didn't
we
know.
don't have the financing for the technology to do that.
Okay,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
yeah. What else? I think that covers it.
It's a,
Yeah,
Yeah, if anything
it's
comes
a
up that
trial
you
by
think of,
fire and sometimes things just go really smooth and sometimes there's some bumps in the road. And
Yeah.
that's what,
Which are usually unexpected where they come up.
correct, yes, they are.
yeah,
But-
yeah, you anticipate certain ones and then you get the out of left field
Yeah,
surprise.
that's it.
and
Yeah.
I think the thing that might catch you is usually at the end of the meeting, when you ask if there's any other business to be transacted, and somebody might, sometimes people will stand up, like I think Kelly Short stood up last year and talked about the Conservation Commission or something like that. So no problems, but sometimes there might be something that pops up that might be a little controversial, so you have to be careful about that, that's all.
Sounds good. And then if you guys think of anything, have any questions or concerns for me, I have town email moderator@Canterbury,
Oh, good,
New Hampshire
okay.
what is it,
Canterburynh.gov.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can reach out to me that way, if you want my
Perfect.
cell phone number, I can give it to you before I leave.
You'll be at voting all day on Tuesday anyway,
Sure
so-
will, and
Right, so we'll all
Yep.
be there together.
Yep, and you
So that might
can
be
bring
a
anything
time
to
when
me then
you
too.
if you get a chance to look at the warrant articles to see who's gonna introduce and if you have any questions about the warrant article, that would be a good time to talk.
Yeah.
Sounds good. But yeah, if you need anything else or anything, reach out.
Cool,
Beth has my number if you need to
okay,
call me.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
I think that's fine.
okay.
Good.
Thank you for stepping up.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for
Yeah,
talking
it's
through it.
appreciated, believe me. And as you know, Jim left actually, he literally did leave big shoes to fill, but
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I'm excited to do it. I just don't know that that's who I want to follow.
I know, Abe Lincoln.
Yeah, it'll be hard
Oh,
to live
yeah,
up to,
following
but-
it, that's a tough act to
That's a
follow.
tough act,
Yeah,
But-
I-
That's all right.
but you'll do fine. That, as Ken said, we've got all day, first session.
Yep.
To, any questions that you think of, that anything, really, just,
yeah,
we
once I
can
get,
talk about it.
Well, and quite frankly, you'll probably get questions from people as they come through for voting.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
alright,
perfect.
cool, thank you,
Thanks, guys.
thanks, Jess.
and we'll see you shortly.
Yeah, I'll be around.
Go put your
matter of
mouse ears
days,
back
yeah.
on and get back to the family.
Text my husband earlier. I'm like, I'm ready to go back to Disney.
That would be a good
All right,
place to go
awesome.
right after.
Have a good night,
I
guys.
don't know, I
too,
think
take
town
care.
meeting is a good follow-up to Disneyland.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks, Jessica.
alright,
Oh, hey, good.
cool. You wanna sign? Is that what you're
So I'll get
thinking?
right to signing.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Alright,
Alright, first item is a welfare, so welfare manifest in the amount of $476.20.
so moved.
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Sorry, I was just looking at,
Is that on?
That's just an accounts payable manifest.
I thought it was just the,
There might that might just be what's on there, it's just welfare
it is,
items, but it,
understood, okay, so I understand.
I don't think it's a
My
meaningful
apologies.
difference, but.
Okay, no, but you're right, it's an accounts payable manifest. Back at you. Next is an accounts payable manifest in the amount of $568,604.91.
What's it there?
I know there's gotta be a
School.
school, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, the school is almost $536,000 of it, so.
okay.
Too bad I missed the Jersey one.
That's true.
What would he do about it?
Right, so looking for
Oh,
a,
so moved.
and I'll second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Alright, next item is a payroll manifest in the amount of $57,147.62.
So moved.
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Alright, next item is an interfund transfer from TD Bank operating account into TD Bank, it looks like it's a conservation,
Ooh, yay.
yep, in the amount of $14,768 even.
Is that a land, oh no. Oh, so moved.
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Alright,
Is that land use change tax or?
Yeah, that's
It
what.
is,
Yeah.
right,
That's a land use
LUCT.
change
Yeah.
tax.
yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah, it says right there. Oh no, we've got a tax warrant.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But this is something different, Cal, isn't it?
So this was, we received the payment after you issued the warrant, and now we're putting it into the account. What you have there is you're issuing the warrant for somebody else who.
That's what, yeah.
Yeah.
There
So
you go.
like it's the notice to intent to cut wood.
Yep.
And then they do
Yep.
it, and then you tax them, and then they.
Yep.
give
Okay.
them transfer.
Alright, so this is land use change tax, right? Yeah.
Land use change tax
Yep.
warrant.
Right, for map 233 lot 37-1 in the amount of $16,066 even.
So moved.
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. It looks like we're
Two
signing
blue.
I see two blues.
Two blue stickers.
And what's today, the 2nd of March, I think?
Excuse me. It is the second.
Alright, looking for the second stop.
When are the odds? March.
15.
15? Oh.
Yeah.
Particularly black pen tonight. I don't know what this thing is. It's like a gel pen or something.
Yeah, it looks like a job.
Is Is it legit to sign things in green sparkly gel pens, or do they have to be black? For town business,
It used to be black or blue.
for legal
I
documents.
believe
Yeah.
legal documents are black or blue.
Yeah. I don't think that's changed.
That's too bad.
I have been accepting whatever color
Really?
Beth happens to have.
I've got black.
Alright, I've got another warrant for land use change tax in the amount of $2,187 for map 233 lot 37.
So moved.
Second, all those in favor, aye?
Aye. Did you sign the second one?
Good catch. Although somebody would have caught me, I'm sure.
It would've caught you
Yeah.
on the way back.
Yup, exactly, on the way back through. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Alright, interfund land use.
Purple paper clips too.
That can't be legal. Purple paper clips? I can't even say it right.
Don't start. This was a very long day already.
I know, we're on a tight schedule, so I won't start.
Right, thank you.
Alright, looks like the last item to sign is a tax exemption for a veteran.
So moved? Oh, do we have an amount? You have to say that.
Map 9 lot 38-1.
Thank you. Yeah, I guess there's some further documentation.
You don't have to make a motion.
Okay, so we're just signing,
Yeah.
very good. And this is another twofer.
Not that I didn't think you were gonna notice. I was waiting.
Alright, Selectmen's signatures, it looks like up top. So I'll start there.
Second.
Alright, that's that. And then Cal, I know the minutes were sent out, right? Those were the
Yep.
yeah,
Massive, massive changes.
Grammatical changes only.
2 commas.
look at us, too good. There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you. Alright, so it looks like our next item is the minutes from February 17th, 2026 public meeting. And those are the ones that Cal sent,
Yes,
and you had 2 commas.
2
You
commas
didn't have
and
anything?
one,
Okay, I did not.
and
So
one
again, well,
word that didn't change
Yes.
anything.
Okay, nope, that's right.
Looks okay?
Yeah,
Alright,
sorry.
cause if not, now's the time to change it. Alright, so I will move, they're not amended, they're just like,
Not a minute.
yeah,
No,
so I'll
they're
move
just-
the minutes of February 17th, 2026.
Yeah, I second that.
All those in favor?
Aye. Particularly good minutes, I must say.
Alright, new business,
Yes, I have one, John is gonna post the roads next Monday,
yep,
so just wanna let you guys know.
so that will be
The
the
ninth.
9th, right?
For wait, for.
For wait,
For
for the-
spring
For the
week.
spring.
Okay.
It's
Assuming that
supposed to,
spring is coming, go John.
Well, it's supposed to warm up, so
Yeah.
I'm sure
Yeah.
that's his concern.
At this point, the only logging operation that's ongoing is up at Hopmo Orchard. And he thinks they may be done by next Monday, so
Yeah,
They're done at McGill's already?
That's what he said. He said the only one that's going on is up at the orchard.
Yeah.
So,
And they've been coming down, those trucks have been coming down late at night.
Hmm.
But those are the one I'm hearing, but
I-
whatever,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
That's really all I have for new business.
Alright.
I do have some old business.
okay. Since we're a little bit ahead, and Edgar, feel free to hop into this, I'm just gonna introduce a topic and ask you to think about it. I will email Ken an article that I read in PBS this morning concerning community power. Bo voted unanimously a couple weeks ago to withdraw from community power. Because the rates have consistently been above what the utilities have offered. I'm not suggesting that for us at this point, but I am suggesting we discuss it at a future date. So perhaps the next time will be, because we're pressed for time tonight. One of the things that article made me aware of that I was not aware of was that Community Power spent $8 million last year because they did not correctly set their rates and had to purchase extra power. So that's why they're looking to sort of rebuild their
Coffers.
exactly. So I think it is something where Wilmot has withdrawn, and there was one other
Northwood?
community,
Did you say?
Wilmot
Yeah,
has
Wilmot.
withdrawn.
And Dover, with
Dover was the other one.
their ice arena.
Dover is
Where were they
selected.
buying power from? There's no more generation here except for Seabrook.
I don't know, somewhere on the open market, which apparently is quite expensive.
Yeah, Massachusetts or Connecticut.
Yeah,
Well, when we meet on the 11th, Beth McGuinn is gonna be making a presentation. Edgar, I don't know where you're weighing in or what you've learned from your connections through as rep, but that's the meeting that we're going to be talking about it. She wanted to make a report. She couldn't
Yeah.
make it tonight, and I didn't
Yeah.
know if we'd have time anyway, so.
yeah, and what I was going to suggest is that we invite Edgar and Beth to our next
Okay,
select board meeting
yes,
to discuss that,
okay.
so.
There's a lot that happened.
I thought you guys might have some insight, so that's why, I think I'm not taking a position one way or the other at this point. But
So the 16th, we would invite them.
that's correct,
That's our next
right, Cal, our next,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
I'm certainly not taking a position one way or the other at this point, I just
Well,
don't
it's
know
certainly
enough
worth
about it.
looking at for a lot of reasons,
Yeah.
and
If you
the-
withdraw, do you lose your money? Your,
One of the questions we should have answered. So,
it's not much, but it's still
correct,
money.
yeah, so. And then, the other thing, I looked on our website, the town website, for instructions for cause any resident can withdraw from community power at any point. But I don't see instructions, at least on our website, to do that.
You have to go to the community power website.
Okay,
And I think it should say, or it does say on the, or it should say, let's put it this way, on the community power page, Canterbury Community Power, that this is where you go to opt in, opt out, or whatever, but it's certainly
Yeah,
been
it doesn't,
broadcast
yeah,
in the newsletter and other,
Well, when I spoke to that gentleman a couple weeks ago about his issues with community power.
Yeah.
It was very clear he was confused as to how to approach getting out of it, where to go about it, when he calls, it's robots or gets sent to a
Yeah.
voicemail.
well,
So
he
it's
was,
not-
he was also, I talked with Beth about that particular
Yeah.
gentleman, but yeah, so we need to do a better job at that, so
yeah,
maybe what I'll do is have, make sure at our next meeting, we write something up and get that posted to that page.
yeah, even with a link.
Yeah,
Would be great, so. Alright, that's all I had on that, like I said, I know we're on a tight schedule, but I wanna at least put it on everybody's radar for future discussion, let's say. Alright, anybody else have new business?
no,
Kelly?
old business, but not new.
Okay. Alright,
Are we gonna set a date for meeting with the police at some point?
we certainly should,
Just
yes.
cause
You're
I'm
absolutely
getting,
right,
busy season, so I gotta plan a little
Yep.
bit more ahead.
yep. Well, I guess the first question then is, do we wanna do that during one of our regular select board meetings?
But we could do a daytime meeting if I get a week's notice so I can push
Okay.
jobs or subs around.
yeah,
I just don't, usually Ken can call me and I can
Yeah.
come in the same day, I just
Yeah.
don't have that flexibility for the
Understood.
next couple months.
yeah. I certainly do for a daytime meeting. I'm thinking, obviously, after second session.
Yeah.
Um,
And obviously Justin's gotta be around to make it easier for him.
correct. But, we had talked previously about, essentially, we need to decide what we want.
Right.
In terms of, the information we need is A, B, C, D, so I would say for all of us, let's be writing down thoughts between now and whenever that meeting is scheduled. Can you schedule that?
Yeah. Do you wanna wait until April or you wanna try and do it before that? I know April you start with
All the cross
coaching,
starts in
but
2 weeks. My schedule's smoked after 2 weeks, but I'm more flexible daytime, like we're starting a new job next Friday. So I can kind of finagle guys around a little bit easier.
I'll throw out some dates like the end of March, beginning of April.
That'll work.
No, that would be good, and then, I'm not exactly sure where would I even go to look to see other examples, so I would know how to think about this? I mean, I'm not sure I would know how to come up with a B, or C list, really.
So,
What would be the best way to do that, to think about it?
I
Pull
think,
town reports from other towns our size.
Alright,
yeah,
Yeah, most of the
I guess-
websites have them.
I guess I would start at the MRI report and the Merrimack County report that they did for the town of Canterbury.
okay, yeah,
And then you can, look at other, just check with other towns. I can put something out on the listserv for the Managers Association to see if there's if anybody's done any reports recently.
that would be helpful, thank you.
yeah, yeah, that sounds good.
Alright, that's a start.
Yeah, I think it would be a good start.
And yeah, if it's a couple of weeks from now, that's good.
Alright, if nobody has anything else for new business, that will bring us on to old business.
The only thing, I would ask is that we started at the end of the last meeting to talk about, Pennacook Rescue
Mhm.
and what the county was willing to chip in, and,
Yep.
I thought that should be something that was in the record, so.
Yep.
Whatever anybody's heard about that.
So I got a note from the town administrator in Boston that Merrimack County has contributed $50,000 to the operating account for rescue for 2026, which will reduce Boston's
Right.
share.
Right, which is good though.
Yeah.
It's certainly, I'm glad that helps them.
Yes.
And as I think you're both aware, our cost for Pennacook Rescue for 2026 only went up by 1%. I think they changed their formula.
Change the formula to take into account the population, which it was, that was what they based it on before, but they've also taken into account call volume.
Yeah,
So there's a formula that they use, percentage wise of population call volume that they use to determine how much they're gonna charge each time.
yeah.
Now Loudon, they're not covering anything more, just what Belmont was to cover, so that doesn't affect Pennacook, cause I remember they showed us the maps and
No,
I forget overlays.
So Loudon had already covered part of the town for ambulance
Right, but I'm
service.
saying their new coverage spot does not affect our usage of Pennacook.
Does not.
Correct.
Okay.
You're absolutely right, that was previously covered by Belmont.
That's like all the maps, I just forget who crosses where, what
Believe
streets
me,
what.
yeah.
And do you get the sense that Boscoon's okay enough with that, or were they really hoping for more, or isn't that clear anymore? Not that it really matters,
I don't
but-
know, it was just an email from the town
Yeah.
administrator,
Okay.
I had this discussion with her on something else, I can't remember what, but she said, oh, just say no, we got told by the county they're gonna give Pennacook $2,000.
Okay,
It's more than enough.
It is, yes.
And I think for all of us, as we look to the future, there may come a day where Pennacook Rescue says, we can't handle the call volume anymore, we've got a second ambulance. And that's when we'll see a drastic increase in price.
well, that sounds more likely than not from everything.
Someday, I think,
Yeah.
someday.
Can you hire a third party? Like, can towns have an agreement to hire a third party to have on standby? Like, there's transportation ambulances and
I'll give you a firm maybe on that, and I'll give you a for instance, actually, down in the Keene area where they have a county EMS provider who does ambulance transportation. They are, in some towns, the primary ambulance, in some cases, they're the secondary ambulance. So I'm not aware of any ambulance in this area though.
They have the one over on
Oh, yeah, that's
priority on at MDM's building
Right,
over
but they
there.
don't do emergencies.
They don't at this
Yeah.
point.
No, but there's
Yeah,
a big difference between ambulance and transport, right?
I was
People who
just
do-
curious if there's a third party contract that does emergency services, that if that's something that 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road, you say, hey Loudon, we're working together.
Maybe, yeah,
Let's hire an ambulance, see if it's cheaper.
yep.
God, where'd they come from?
Well, there'd be a lot of questions to answer, you know, AMR is a possibility.
There used to be a ambulance service at the racetrack, Raceway Ambulance.
Yeah.
And they used to handle emergencies as a backup.
Yeah.
So there have been,
As long as there's the potential for contingency if
Hmm.
it
There-
kinda
yeah.
grenades
well,
on
I
us.
yeah, if something happened, the capital area mutual aid compact,
Right.
the partners would say, well, we can help you with mutual aid for now until you come up with a plan on what to do.
Yeah. But that's another one of those further discussions,
Yeah.
you know,
So it doesn't look like there will be any more meetings with the commissioners or anything on
They-
that topic?
Probably not for the spring.
Okay.
The email did say they did wanna continue discussions,
Okay.
so, but I don't know when.
yeah,
I think
that's good.
Well, it'd be helpful to know, come up with a plan as opposed to just doing it year from year and going and
And I-
getting money or maybe
And-
not.
And it's, there's still the question about, whether the county's gonna come up with land and or a building or something like that,
Yeah,
so.
Right.
well, that's a whole nother
Yeah.
discussion.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Alright. Ken, I believe you had an old
Yes,
business item too.
I sent an email out with Kevin Bragg's reply about the
Yep.
tree.
That was an excellent reply by him, very thorough, and it's
Yeah.
like, wow.
So I'm gonna take that as we're not going to invest in the Liberty tree.
That's certainly the way I
I would, after reading all that, it seems a lot,
Yeah.
it sounds really good, but
And I think,
practically,
I think he listed options on here.
Yeah.
So I think probably a little later on in the spring, we'll investigate options. I guess my next question is, do you want me to contact Brian Magoon about removal of this tree here?
it's gotta come out,
It does,
so
it's
yeah.
dying. So my answer is yes, but I'm only one.
Well, and we budgeted for that, and we talked about it, and that's part
Well,
of,
it's, we have money in the warrant article that we took out to do the garage to do that.
yeah, then I would say yes. It doesn't do any good to have it die more.
Right.
Can it die more?
Well,
It can, well, it's not all dead,
Yeah, I
so
think
it can die more.
actually.
It can, yeah.
Yeah, but it sounds like Brian rightfully is looking ahead to mud season.
Yeah.
And trying to get work done before then.
And that includes the stumping too, so we could eventually put another tree right back there if we wanted to. Okay,
Yeah.
good,
Yeah.
In proximity, yes.
Yeah.
yes, do we need to all say aye? Aye,
The only other old business I have is, we talked about investing land use change tax.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
we did do that, with the go-ahead from the Conservation Commission. So I spoke with TD Bank, and so we've invested 300, they had over 400,000 in their land use
Yep.
change tax account. We invested 300, 100, 100, and 100
Yep.
for 1 month, 2 months, and 3 months.
That's great.
And we rolled over one of our CDs for $500,000 for 1 month. Mary and I went through our cash flow history and decided we could roll over that one
Yep.
for 500,000. And we also invested the 490,000 from the bond for the fire truck. So we're gonna earn about 1% more than we would normally earn on those investments. That's
Great.
what the CD rates
Yeah.
were when we invested them. I don't know what they're gonna do here in the next few weeks
Yeah.
with the things that are going on in the world.
Things are a little volatile right now, so.
Do we need to revisit at any time soon our investment policy for the town? When was the last time that was
Signed it
updated?
in January.
Just so that'll do us for a while.
Annually,
Okay.
from our auditors, we have to do it annually, so.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and actually, what was the thing you and I talked about, when we looked at the audit questionnaire? Remember that last item where we didn't have it and we said, hey, that'd be something good to develop this coming year, I know. Here sit two old guys.
Conflict of interest.
Thank you, that's it.
Policy.
So, you know, obviously,
There's the questionnaire from the audit has a bunch of questions for the board of selectmen. Scott usually comes in, the chair comes in, I go over it with them. They're boilerplate questions, and then, but there are some that, do you have a code of conduct policy? Do
Which
you have
we
a
were
purchasing
answering.
policy?
Yeah.
Things like that, and then one of them was, do you have a conflict of interest policy, and we don't.
so we should develop one this
So
year.
we'll be working on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that, you know, I'm certain there are enough municipalities in New Hampshire that have conflict of interest policies. Yeah.
Do we have a running list of policies that need attending to? Can we do one whole giant policy work session? We don't have a running list, okay.
There's not enough hours in the day.
Exactly.
They all have different stakeholders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like,
You couldn't,
Yeah, I mean, honestly, how long did the code of conduct take us?
2 years.
2 years, yeah, so.
So if the Conservation Commission is gonna be investing in CDs, can we reapproach this year the potential for the town keeping some of the land use change tax? Since the town is growing, things are getting more expensive. We could use it'd be nice to take a little of that and put it in the coffers for $1 million fire truck or
no.
something else. I mean, and don't get me wrong, I don't
No,
wanna take, I don't wanna.
I'm just gonna say you'll get a big argument about it.
Well, you will, but you know what, a good portion of our town is conserved and very well maintained by the commission, they do a great job. But you only get one chance at land use tax, and these are big chunks of money coming in, that could be, even if it's 50 grand, 60 grand
You just did 30,000 worth tonight.
in one meeting,
Exactly.
you know, even if you're taking
Well,
25%
I
of
mean,
it, that's a lot
that
of
was
money.
part of the question I had for those investments. So if that's the land use change tax that technically is in, for the Conservation Commission, the interest on that goes back into that account?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, but you as a selectman have the right to bring up any topic you so desire for discussion.
I don't know if we're gonna put that on the radar for something to develop for next year, but it just seems like we could be missing an ample opportunity to get some funds in the town to supplement other
That
things.
has to go to town meeting.
Right.
We tried it 7 or 8 years ago, and it didn't get any legs.
Which doesn't mean you can't try again,
No, I just
with
mean-
good reasoning.
Well, I mean, you look at statewide, you know, what we're getting for funding educationally, what we get for the towns. It could be nice just to get a little kickback here and there, not much, but 60 grand a year
Yeah.
could be your new police cruiser,
Right.
you know, 60 grand.
And 60 grand a year could be 100 acres. So it's
It could be, but I mean, you also have to think at the sense of the town, you sit and we talk about development and the need for housing and this and that. How much can we conserve responsibly and still leave open, and how much do we owe it to the taxpayer to kind of get some of that back?
Well, that's an interesting question. If we conserve the entire town.
Well, if you look at the tax rolls,
No,
there's
I'm
a
just
ton of
curious,
property the town owns.
if you conserve the entire town, could somebody make you build on it? If you have easements, just theoretically speaking, if you had the entire town under conservation easement? Not that it would ever happen,
Right,
but
yeah.
what if it did?
I don't know.
I don't either. Interesting.
I mean, I
We'll
think-
never find that out,
Right.
but
No, but it could be also a good topic to have with the planning board and the conservation commission, is to set goals or long-term ideas. What are you trying to conserve? Where are you trying to conserve? How does this fit our 5-10 year build out? And how can we help supplement the town? You know, a new dump, hey, you can get 60 grand in land use change tax or timber tax credits. Even a couple grand here and there adds up, and it kind of takes it off everybody else. In a time of affordability, it's just it's easy money that could help soften the blow for some people. You know, it's not like it's going to waste or going to somebody's pockets,
Right.
it's getting reinvested back in the town into a different capacity, so
Yeah.
I just think that's something that,
It's a lot of money.
Well,
It is,
it's
and-
worth looking at, that's for sure.
Especially if it's being invested, you're already making 2%, 1%, whatever the rates are on it. So it's just food for thought for the year.
Alright. What else?
That's all I have.
I can't believe it's 10:06 and we're
That's-
done.
Don't jinx it.
I know.
We're going to, we're going to adjourn and someone will say, oh, wait!
Right, one more thing. I can't think of anything
Alright,
else.
hold on, let me look at my list, my Monday with Ken list and see if there's anything on there that I was.
I'll just, from the planning board's perspective, Meridian, Scott and I met with representative
Oh,
from
that-
Meridian this morning.
Thank you, that was it.
And they revised their bylaws, they sent them to us, they went to our attorney for review, our attorney approved them. There was still one concern about the Sunset Mountain because the planning board had asked them to acknowledge it and make sure it was known that it was a shooting range. And the revised bylaws only did the acknowledgement. Basically the language said, we acknowledge that Sunset Mountain Fishing Game Club is at 117.
Oh, that doesn't do it.
So Scott and I met with Nicolo today, and he told us that, we talked about it, he was very open, and he said, no problem. They are going to put a disclosure and send it to us and attach it to every purchase and sales agreement for any property sold out.
Okay, good.
I guess the only question I thought of after, of course, the meeting was over is it'll be in the initial round, if you will, of home sales, but what happens in 5 or 10 years when somebody sells a house?
Is it part of will it be in the condo documents?
It's only gonna be, well, the way he explained it today, it would be in a purchase and sales from their realtor to new purchases, so
That's an excellent question.
in future sales, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because there are like people in town who have bought property who don't realize there's a conservation easement on it.
Well,
So they come around and the people knock on the door and they're like, what?
people in Sherwood Forest that move in, buy a new house up there and then find out they're not town maintained roads.
Yeah. So how can we, because quite frankly, Sunset Mountain Fishing Game has been a good neighbor and a good community member,
Yes, they have.
and they should.
Yep.
So if somebody moves in there and they have to be made, well, one would assume they'd be made aware of the condo, the HOA documents, can it be in there?
Well, maybe if Nicole's amenable, or Keith is amenable, whoever, we could add, remember we talked about that short phrase?
Yes,
There is that acknowledgement that Ken talked about, but what I suggested was in the middle of it, we put an active, shooting range. And that be inserted into the condo documents, because or the HOA documents.
Yeah,
That would then go with anybody that purchases a home in the future, so.
that's, at least if they read it, yeah.
in our discussion, I think that we're all realistic enough to know that even if it's written somewhere, somebody's not gonna be happy about it.
Right.
Just don't buy in the winter.
Right.
Buy in the summer when you can hear them.
Exactly.
I mean, we have people who bought houses here that find out in the middle of winter and find out they live on a dirt road and want the road paved, so.
Well, it was recently somebody bought a house and then sold it just as quickly when they found out, yeah,
Correct.
okay.
I think, yeah, and so he's gonna bring the Mylar in and some printed things. I met with Keith and Nicole last week, and with the building inspector and Michelle, and talked about enforcement of the planning board conditions and everything. And it seems like they're on board, so I'm
Okay.
hoping that everything goes smooth.
I think you should offer them a few oak trees next time you talk to them.
Oh,
We have an excess I
Yep.
think, in the town.
Oh,
I don't remember seeing anywhere, and maybe it's not appropriate for me to have it, but I get the, copied on the planning board minutes and everything. I didn't see the
I believe-
HOA documents.
Oh, you should have.
They weren't attached to
Yeah,
one.
they were attached.
They were, oh, okay,
Yeah.
I just haven't, I just
Like
didn't look at the right
32
place.
Which they've been revised,
Okay.
so I can send those revised ones out to you if you want.
Yeah,
And the bylaws
Yeah, those, yeah,
too, okay.
yeah, cause it was the declaration of the bylaws.
Yes, thank
So
you, I would like to see that, I didn't
Are they
notice
still
it.
breaking ground this month?
They're
Trying?
They
hoping,
want to, yeah,
they're hoping.
they want to.
And how's the gas station? Is that still moving forward?
I don't know, I haven't heard anything, my guess is, and it's only a guess, is they got held up because of the weather. They just
Okay.
decided.
Cause I noticed everything stopped and I was
Yeah.
like, did
Well, a
DES
lot
get
of
'em
people
or
are,
was it?
everybody's
The
asking.
machinery's still sitting down there, they haven't plowed the parking lot, but again, my guess is whether they just decided that.
And we talked about this the other day, but is there a time limit? Is there a deadline that they have to get a new permit or a new something or?
Not from the town,
Not
no.
from the town, alright.
Oh. I guess if you wanna be technical about it, yeah, 3 years,
Oh,
because that's zoning,
But that's if it showed no progress
Right,
or no intent, so.
right. Right, if it hasn't functioned at that use that was permitted for 3 years, then they have to go back.
so the clock started ticking the last time they came in and said it wasn't abandoned and then it started again, correct?
I believe
Ah,
that's correct.
Alright,
Any business, the error.
Oh, yes,
Oh.
oh, did you hear back?
Yes,
Oh, good,
so
is it good?
there was a mistake in the town report. Has reference, it's regarding the zoning changes. And it's reference to a particular zoning ordinance. And the attorney feels that it's not a problem because the language only discusses that zoning ordinance. And if the number, the way he explained it is, you could say it's a typo.
Okay.
And
Which
What?
it is.
which
In
it
effect.
is, but
Yeah.
he also said not to try and change it on the ballot.
Okay,
We may put a handout, put it on our website, put a handout at the town hall
Yeah.
voting day.
Yeah.
That says that the incorrect article zoning ordinance was referenced.
Here's the correct
Language
one.
is correct, but the number was wrong.
Okay.
So, we'll see what we can come up with.
sounds good.
But otherwise not a problem for the people who've already,
It's not a problem, because we already
absentee
received
ballot.
absentee ballots,
Okay.
correct.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll just let that person know. Okay, that was a good catch.
Very good catch. Alright, anything else? Alright, I'll make a motion to
Oh,
adjourn.
time out. When are we when are we going back to April 1st, we're going back to 6?
That's when your schedule
Correct,
changes.
what I
first,
confirmed.
the first meeting in
Okay.
April.
I tried to tell Jessica we were starting at 6 tonight.
Okay.
Actually said, yeah, 6 o'clock, I was like, I texted back, no.
No, never mind,
Fine,
not quite yet.
fine.
Alright, now you're good.
Cool,
Okay.
alright, so I'll make another motion to adjourn.
Second,
All those in favor?
aye.
Aye.